Welcome back to Half That. This is episode 38.
38?
Yeah, 38. Welcome back, y'all. How we doing in here?
We're back.
We
We're
back.
always back. We're always back. Wait.
We back every Sunday coming to see y'all. Or y'all coming to see us. But we just here. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for being back.
I live here. Technically.
I live here. Help.
Blink twice if I'm under hostage. Nah.
Every time I think of some shit where it's like help or like some shit like that, I think of you ever seen that movie The Lottery with Bow Wow? He's like, I'm broke, nigga. I can't eat.
No, I've never seen that.
And you, Calvin, got the chance to change that.
No, I've never seen that.
But shit was fucking hilarious. My fault.
I feel like
yeah.
Bow Wow fell off. No?
Yeah, nah. He was the shit back in the day. But let's talk about our week. How was
He said, fuck Bow Wow.
Yeah, fuck Bow Wow. How was your week?
My week was cool. It was just pretty bland, in and out.
In and out? Just...
Quality you could taste. Pause.
What?
Oh, okay. That's the In and Out logo. Slogan.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah. How was yours, cameraman?
I've had better weeks.
You had a rough week or what?
To say it lightly, yeah.
Say it like
I still have an issue with AAA because fuck them. AAA are they're not my favorite anymore because they
fuck AAA.
Fuck AAA because they betrayed me. They betrayed me in my time of need. I was so my girlfriend and I
minus.
fucking my girlfriend and I. Well, I went to go visit my girlfriend. Her she was at the hospital with a family member, and I went to go visit them. And this was after work, after I already had a long ass day. Right, and seeing my girlfriend was gonna be the peak of my day. Right?
The highlight of your day.
Yeah, highlight of my day. Okay. And then as soon as I get off the freeway to the hospital, I see my radio starts not working because I have some subs in my car, and I don't hear them, and I hear this weird sound in my radio. So I turn it off, turn it back on, and it's still there. And then all of a sudden I see my fucking dashboard lights start to dim. And like this, not normal, but it's still workable, right? And I see my RPMs and my speedometer just tank to zero. Damn. So I'm just driving on it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I drive a manual, so it's pretty easy to tell though.
Yeah.
And I park into the parking lot, and just for shits and giggles, I try to see if I can start it again. Nothing. It's fucking dead. So I was like, call AAA, battery guy comes out. So it's the alternator or the battery or both, whatever. And I decided to get it towed because I don't want to fuck it up even more. And these fucking AAA guys fucked me over. And I had the worst night this year, I'd say. Fucking 10 to 1.
You got 6 more months.
6 more months.
Shit. For having a worse day than that.
Yeah. This is probably the worst time of Corona.
Okay.
By far.
Okay.
Right? From 10 to 1:30, I get no call, no text about where this guy is. And all of a sudden, I get a call from this poor lady. And she says, unfortunately, every driver has passed you up because no one wants to go over there. And
what kind of shit?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck do you mean no one wants to come over here? I pay you guys damn near $200 a month to come, like, just in case for this fucking reason. Right? Right, I got the $100 towing, the 100-mile towing service, right?
Yeah.
It's like, why the fuck do I pay you guys? Why not just get just full coverage and then get a tow truck when I need it?
Yeah.
Right? So I haven't talked to them, but I had to call like 20 different locations, and no one could help me until I called this lady at least 3 times. And she's like, oh, you're Vince Los Gatos, right? And I'm just, in distress. I'm like, how the fuck do you know me? How do you know me? And then she's like, you called me like half an hour ago. I was like, oh, oops.
How the fuck do you know me? Who is this?
And
where are they?
And so she finally found someone to come pick me up. It took him like a good hour and some change because he had a police call, and I guess police are more important than me. And
for real, like, what if you're stuck in a bad area?
Yeah, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but definitely gotta call Ghostbusters, bro.
But I finally got home. I got there around 9 o'clock. I finally got home around 4
in the morning.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I was angry the next day. Literally. I was very angry.
Did you have to work the next day?
Yeah, I had to work the next 3 days.
Damn.
I was
Damn.
Very upset.
I'd be pissed too. Shit.
I was so goddamn on edge that like I didn't want to talk to customers because I knew I would have gone off on one of them.
How was that car ride back with the tow driver?
Yeah, how was that?
Dude, okay, so it was actually
What
went
was
better
that
than I thought.
conversation like?
It actually went better than I thought because he's a cool guy, and he was just talking to me about some bullshit about his day and like things that he's going
Yeah.
through. But AAA would have made me take an Uber or go get picked up by someone because they didn't want to have me right in the,
Oh, 'cause
the
of
cab.
Corona?
Yeah, because of Corona. And I looked at the Uber; it had been like $30 fucking on top of the time I already wasted and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Boy.
But he was nice enough to let me ride in the cab. I wore a mask and
Yeah, what the fuck? Triple A's tripping, bro.
AAA can go fuck themselves.
Damn.
I'm-
They
I
gonna,
got minus A.
they gonna watch this video.
I got a triple F.
Yeah. I'm not a happy customer.
Damn, dude, that's a horrible story.
It is. I'm not a happy
And your
customer.
in-laws got it. That's hella
They're
far,
only
bro.
good if you like lock your keys in the car.
Yeah.
Nah, I've had a similar situation of when like my car died, and they needed to come out and get me, but it took them like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, bro, and it was
Where
pissed
y'all-
off.
Where y'all
And
cars dying?
and I was like,
That's what I'm saying. I've had the best service at AAA, bro.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
yeah, I have one where my car died on the freeway, and I got off on the exit and I parked up like near a gas station, and it was like at 9. And then same thing, I got picked up at 1, and I was pissed. I was like, the fuck, you know?
Fuck that.
And I was like, what do I pay you for? Like, I mean, it's not as bad as your story, but I've had bad. That's why I'm not with AAA anymore. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just find my own fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know?
'Cause how often do you really need to get towed if you have a reliable car?
Nah, like probably once in the lifetime of your car,
Right?
maybe. Yeah.
So I mean, if you have a reliable car, might as well just get full coverage from somewhere cheaper. Fuck it,
Yeah.
go to the General.
Yeah, I mean, I save a lot of money going to Geico.
No. This fucking guy.
I legit went to Geico.
Hey, that was a commercial like a motherfucker.
Yeah, right. Geico just. Well, hopefully your next week's better. Hopefully Monday.
Mhm.
Hopefully one day. No,
No, Monday.
yeah, Monday.
Hopefully.
Okay. No, I'm gonna go and yell at them tomorrow.
Well, if they reimburse you, then you'd be a better day, right?
No, because I still wasted my time.
Yeah.
And they're probably gonna give me a free tow. Like, what the fuck do I want a free tow for?
Yeah, you wasn't
Yeah.
even there when I needed
Yeah.
you.
What the fuck is this gonna do for me?
Yeah.
How can I
get your
have
money.
faith in you for the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
saying?
get your money back.
It's a
Fuck that.
relationship.
No, I'm gonna yell at someone. I don't get angry often, but when I do,
So what are you gonna yell at them? What is your outcome? What is your goal?
Yeah.
to relieve this
To
rage,
relieve the stress.
to
So
relieve
like
this
when
rage.
you walk away from there, do you want to be with a different company or what do you?
We'll see what happens, but someone's getting yelled at.
He said it doesn't matter. Somebody's getting.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be a Karen tomorrow.
Yeah,
You
because
gonna-
what do I pay them for?
you're gonna be
So
What do I pay them
Why do
for?
I pay them for insurance and towing, and I didn't get the towing? What the fuck, man?
So perfect.
Damn, I mean, hey, you have every right to be mad. I'd be mad too. Shit, I say get my money back and then threaten that you're gonna leave them and see what they do for you.
Yeah,
That's what I would do for sure.
they don't want to lose your service. Your customer. So can we follow up on that Mortal Kombat?
Oh,
movie?
dude.
Can we
Oh, yeah, I saw
get
it.
another
Wait,
recap on
wait,
that?
let me tell you. Wait, no, my weekend was shitty. I didn't do nothing. All right.
My fault.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think. Damn,
Nah,
the regulator's
the
not here,
regulator's
and it
not
just
here, so
transfers to
no.
me. All right, but yeah. Oh, dude, that movie sucked dick, bro.
It was
It was
funny.
horrible. It was stupid.
It was
no
very
good actors. Shit was horrible. Fight scenes were cool, but bruh, all the actors were horrible.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to influence y'all minds, but
They
if
made
I
Luke
did,
Cage
I
look like a-
apologize.
They made Luke Cage look like a bitch.
Told you that nigga look real feminine. He was
Not
like-
even that. He could go toes with Sub-Zero, and like he was over there like scared of him.
Definitely. And why did they let Jax get his ass beat by Sub-Zero like that?
Yeah, I don't-
Like that wasn't cool. I don't think that wasn't.
that's not how
supposed to
you.
go
That's
down.
not how you initially lost. the
Yeah,
dollars.
that wasn't how it's supposed to go down, nigga. Nah.
I feel like they did Jax dirty with giving him those fucking tiny
Little baby arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it came out of nowhere with the muscles.
Yeah, it's like, why
Fucking
can't you
out
get
of
this?
And then Sonya Blade, like, what ability did she get?
Some
She killed
green lasers.
Kano.
Oh yeah, and then she
After
got
the fact.
like
She got her powers that
Yeah.
she normally has.
That's not in the game, is it? Like
yeah,
there's
she has those purple.
no,
things.
like that mark that lets people have powers.
Oh no. I
Okay.
think Liu Kang has it though. Don't Liu Kang has it on his chest?
But it's not like
I don't know.
it's not like you kill someone to get that mark.
No.
in the
Oh
game.
no, definitely
Okay.
no. They
And-
definitely did that for movie purposes.
One thing pissed me off too is, bruh, Johnny Cage is supposed to be in it. Like he's the main guy.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what an unnecessary
It's that
character.
sequel,
I
yeah.
thought the whole movie that dude was Johnny Cage. And then when that nigga came out at the end, he was like, I gotta go look for Johnny Cage, where it's gonna be another movie too. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. Go watch that shit.
whatever.
It was so cheesy though. Like when they would say like, was it Kano was like Kano wins. Kano actually says that.
Yeah,
Or-
that was shit with.
But Kano was one of my favorite characters.
Kano was fun.
Fatality.
Yeah, like they kill the guy and look at the camera, fatality or
It was
something.
real corny.
What's the dude with the hat?
Huh?
What's his name? The dude with the hat?
Not Raiden, the other guy.
Shaolin or something?
Shaolin. Some shit
He was
like that.
badass.
Kung
Kung Lao.
Lao.
Kung Lao, bro. He was badass,
He
dude.
was pretty
I
cool.
fuck with Kung
Nigga,
Lao.
he went with it too. He was like Shaolin, yeah, Shaolin.
I feel like what was that? What was the girl's name with the mouth?
Oh, Katana?
Katana. Was it? I don't like it. Like hers in the game, her mouth is already like open and like
Yeah.
freaky already, but she had to like
Open it.
open it, and it was
Yeah.
only there for like 5 minutes. Like
The fight scenes were like 2 seconds, too. I don't know. That movie was shit, bro. I ain't gonna
I
lie to
think
you.
the second one is gonna be dope. I think they building up for the second one.
I hope
But
so.
that's just the benefit of the doubt. That I thought that shit was trash as well.
That shit was trash.
Y'all heard me on the last episode. That shit was trash.
And guess
So
what?
I ain't gonna go into it.
Guess what? Trash.
So
Uh,
trash from me, trash from him.
Trash.
Trash.
Regulators.
High quality garbage.
Oh, we forgot to tell y'all. We gave the regulator the week off, so he's not here today, everybody. But it's okay. He'll be back next week.
Hey, everybody, shout out the regular in the comments. Give him a shout out. Let him know y'all care about him.
Yeah, we care about your day, bro.
Really don't.
Okay, I was watching TV. I barely watch like actual television because I'm always like watching streaming shit
Always watching Twitter.
or like Twitter or something like that. Yeah, but there's a thing like on Animal Planet came up about parrots, right?
Mhm.
So you know how parrots talk and they mimic a lot of voices, right?
Mm.
I was like, all right, cool. Like just parrots are one of the smartest birds, right? And then I was doing some digging on Twitter, and there's this topic that was saying about a parrot that was a witness in a murder.
Mhm.
So check this out. This couple, this girl, there was a murder. This guy died, and this girl got shot in the head, but she survived, right?
Boy.
And the cops were doing an investigation, all this stuff. A couple weeks after that situation, the family took in this parrot. This parrot kept repeating the words, don't shoot, bitch, don't shoot. And then it was repeating the altercation between the guy and the girl.
Mm.
So basically what the girl tried to do was she killed her husband, and then she tried to off herself. She tried to commit suicide, but he didn't kill her.
Mm.
So the parrot was repeating the whole conversation prior to her getting shot.
shit.
Or her shooting her husband.
Oh shit.
So they're
They
like,
used that shit in court? That shit was
yeah,
admissible?
it was a witness.
Oh,
Damn.
hell nah.
And so the fucking parrot was repeating everything word for word, and the family's like, "What is it doing? Like, why is it saying this?
Yeah.
You know, like why the fuck?" And then they actually listened to the parrot talking, and it was literally the altercation before the guy died.
That's
Got ratted
nuts.
out by two kids.
Imagine that.
Damn.
Imagine you rob a house and you just do
Just a
everything
fucking
right, and then the fucking parrot's there,
Yeah.
and the
Polly
fucking
want a
parrot.
cracker? No, Polly said this bitch is too shot.
Polly gonna snitch you out.
This nigga
But that's
two
crazy,
kids
right?
said, nigga.
Isn't that insane?
That's insane.
That's a
bruh.
crazy ass story, right?
That
What
is
the
pretty
fuck?
Maybe rat.
Yep.
That is pretty cool.
I was like, yo, I thought it was
It's crazy how smart birds are.
Yeah.
Hey, I read on the internet. I was on some Sergio shit. I was on Twitter,
Yeah.
Instagram shit. It said this couple planned out a whole wedding,
Oh.
right, in a mansion. And as guests was arriving to this wedding, the cops was called because they planned this whole wedding in somebody else's house.
Oh, what the
Was that their
fuck?
house?
It wasn't their house. They didn't have they didn't make no plans to have that shit there. So people just started arriving, got the cops called. Can y'all guess where this place was or
LA.
where they was from?
LA.
Nope.
Um,
Could you give me a guess? They planned a whole wedding, extravagant wedding in a mansion,
In Miami?
okay.
Florida.
Oh,
Fuck.
course.
Gotta be from Florida.
Of
Doing
course,
shit like that?
Was it?
Yeah.
Florida's wild, man.
They just
Nigga planned the
you-
whole extravagant in a mansion. And as the guest was pulling up, it was called the cops on them. It was like, nah, this shit ain't happening.
That's funny. They were just walking by the house one day. We're gonna have our wedding here, and just Did it?
For real, it was like this looked like a spot. Nobody comes here. Nobody's been here for months.
That's a
Man.
crazy. That's a
What's
good
that?
story too.
What type of shit you have to be going through? What type of shit's going through your head?
It's usually what, California, Texas, or Florida, right?
Nah, bro. Florida's
Nah.
like the Wild West, bro.
Florida is the worst
You gotta be delusional though, bro.
in the world. Bro.
Florida's like the armpit of America.
Yeah.
You be having,
Disgusting.
now that's where you be having full alligators as pets,
Yeah.
cheetahs and shit.
Like
in
the cops,
in their
like
backyard.
one of the cops' main like things.
They're- Speaking of guns, I wanted to talk to you guys about. We haven't talked about this on half that, but gun control. What do you guys? What do you guys' take on gun control?
Hey man,
I think a
And
lot.
I
my
want to
right.
elaborate. I want you guys to elaborate, like,
It's
you
my
know, I'm
right.
talking like, you know, from ARs to handguns.
I
But we'll go
think-
one by one.
It's my right to bear arms.
So what is your take?
It's my right to bear arms.
All right, and yours?
I think a lot of people don't know much about guns, but talk about it anyways, just like any other subject.
Mm-hmm. So what is your take on it?
So, well, what specifically?
Like, do you believe in gun? Like, do you want?
So I mean, of course,
Is your right to have a gun? Like, what is your take on? That's what I'm
well,
saying.
yeah, we have a right to have a gun, but like, of course, there should be some restrictions. There should be some federal, because there's federal and there's state. I think a lot of laws are state rather than federal,
Mhm.
which makes it much more complicated than it needs to be.
Mhm.
Like California has ridiculous laws. To apparently Texas has a lot more lenient laws, but
Yeah.
you know, it's because there's no federal.
Can I ask you a
Laws.
question?
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off, but what is your right?
It's the right is to have guns.
Bear arms.
Yeah, bear arms. Just in
Alright,
case
so
of,
when you come to whole city and state, federal, all that is just like a
Hmm.
bunch of just control of what you can do or what you can't do. I understand where you should have some type of control of where people should have these guns and who should have these guns.
Mhm.
Yeah, but when you try to take them away from everybody,
Mm.
then you're getting rid of security.
Because
Cops can't be everywhere.
Yeah. So like to that,
I agree.
there
with
was
that.
this point. There was this advertisement I saw, and it made. I think they did make a good argument. So like it was in a church or a mosque or a place of religion
Mhm.
where some shooter came in. He shot two people,
Oh, I
and
think I
then
think
two
I've seen
people,
this.
the like two
Yeah.
cowboys in the back had guns, and they just pulled out, bah, bah, got him,
Yeah.
and like
They say the mass shooting.
they
Basically.
they stopped the mass
Basically.
shooting, and with just two casualties,
Mhm.
but it could have been much worse.
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
And like, what do you think if they weren't there and cops were called and it was just the shooter and
Did those
everyone
guys?
else?
Those guys didn't get in trouble, or they're just?
I
like,
don't
what
know.
happened.
I don't know about that.
They
Mm.
probably
But I
definitely was party. But I have, sorry to cut you off. I have another one question. Were they registered to have weapons?
It's in
don't-
Texas, right?
I don't know.
Shit, you
Was
can
it in
walk.
Texas?
But
Oh.
the
Alright,
funny
well,
thing about
cool.
a registry is there's no federal registry. It's just state
It's
registry.
just state.
Yeah.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no. So
But
Yeah.
I would just say change the location of like where you're licensed to carry or where they allow you to
Mhm.
carry. Like say if they was in New York and that dude came in with a gun and tried to shoot up the church and somebody had a gun on them and shot him.
Mhm.
Would those people get in trouble for having a gun and discharging the gun? You feel me? Because it's illegal to have firearms in New York.
mhm.
You feel me? So it's like,
but let's also.
would it be? You know what I mean? Would it be the? That's where it kind of like gets fucked up.
Yeah,
for me.
because I mean, putting like law restrictions don't affect criminals; they affect people who are abiding the law.
exactly.
Mhm.
So, you know,
That's
like
a good way to put it. Yeah.
yeah. So, personally, I think there should be more education on how to use guns because guns aren't that complicated to use,
Mhm.
right? Because anyone can pick it up and just, if it's loaded, start popping off, right?
Exactly.
But to unload it, make sure it's fully unloaded,
Mhm.
rather, and one in the chamber and all that. Make sure there's like it's either a revolver or a pistol, shotgun, AR. You know, there's different.
Making sure it's loaded properly, so
Yeah.
it discharges properly.
Yeah.
Make sure it's clean.
Yeah, because
It works.
once you take away education for something, people are like, oh, I don't know about that,
Right.
you know,
Mhm.
and then it becomes scary because you don't know about something.
Right.
So
I mean, because essentially, that's right to bear arms is the Second Amendment,
Mhm.
and it's the reason why we have it as an amendment because just in case to like
Mhm.
the government tries to get to it's a kind of like check and balance, you know.
yeah,
People have the right to bear arms. The citizens have the right to bear arms, so just in case the government gets out of hand,
Right.
citizens can
Yeah. So
defend themselves.
stop me if I get too much into it, but I've been listening to this book. I've been listening to this book. It's called the Gulag Archipelago. It was someone
Like
that,
the Gulag, like in Call of Duty.
but the real version, right?
Okay.
But so a book that I read mentioned this book, and I was like, I want to check it out. So one thing that the Second Amendment, is should be there for is because in Russia, in the World War I, World War II days, people were sent to the gulags, right, the prisons and stuff. And it was a terrible, terrible place. Like tortures went on. They would cram 30 people into a 10-man cell. You'd have to be sleeping on top of people, or fighting for space or something. But a lot of these arrests went like very, very quietly. People were being arrested left, right, and center, but most people were like, this is a mistake. They're going to fix it. They're going to see who I am and fix it. But if people were to say, like, some people went not quietly, and they just came and took you in the night anyway.
Oh, shit.
But if a lot more people were to say, like, yo, I'm trying to be arrested.
And why
whatever.
are these people being arrested? Because they have weapons, or
No, just because I think it was something to do with like how the cops, quote unquote, at the time, were getting paid on how many people they arrested.
Okay.
Right. And it was all set
basic
up
politics. Okay.
Yeah. All set up by the communist government. Right.
Okay.
But yeah, they would come and arrest you, and people had no fight back. And that if that were to happen here, cops arresting you for nothing, and we need guns to protect ourselves.
Like I said, checks and balances.
Yeah.
Speaking of like governments being like, using force and just being that type of people, y'all hear about like, what is that, the Philippine police department where they were just smoking people? Was that the Philippine police? Because they were just like drug addicts or something, or like gangbangers. They were just smoking them. Like, wasn't even arresting them. They would just pull up. You smoking weed? You dealing drugs? You gangbanging? Bow. You smoking them.
Jesus.
Straight up.
Imagine that in America.
Imagine that.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Then that'd be some shit.
Yeah. Like, I understand there's a lot of cops that don't do their job well, right? And that needs to be fixed. But it's not the situation like that where cops would just roll up on someone and start bah, bah, bah,
That's fucked up.
I mean,
It depends what part of America you're in.
I mean, okay.
Nah,
yeah,
it really doesn't, but it really depends on what type of police just pulled you over.
Yeah.
That's all.
But like, let's not set up the laws to make that more, a thing.
But back to the gun control. I think I agree with cameraman. It should be more education. If we're going strict in the laws on gun control, it's just strict on who should get it. Like, if you got mental illness, you're definitely out. It should be a strike on that. You know what I mean? It should be definitely some training.
How do you prove yourself that you're out of your mental? Yeah, I mean, like, there's certain I have
More
manic depression, but
So like, a lot of dumb gun laws are in California.
yeah,
we're more liberal out here.
yeah, we're hella liberal out here. So
I mean, in the bubble.
Yeah. So there were some gun laws restricting, was it quote unquote assault rifles, right? Automatic guns are federally banned, from what I understand, since 1986, I think. Automatic weapons legally banned, right?
Talk your shit.
And so I think automatic weapons, from what I've read, are illegal already. Assault weapons, right? Quote,
ARs
assault,
stuff?
right? AR is Armalite, not assault rifle. Assault weapons are more of how a weapon looks, right? Because you can have an AR, but you can't have it, quote unquote, tactical or some accessory, right, for that AR. It still functions exactly the same way, but it's just depending how you hold it. That's all that they're changing, right? You can't have an adjustable stock, but you can still have a stock. It doesn't change the function of the gun.
Gotcha.
It goes
I
from
just don't want upgraded accessories and shit like that.
It doesn't make too much sense, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's California.
Yeah.
A lot of laws in California don't make sense.
I mean, you could get all those pieces shipped to you one by one and just build your gun.
They want to change that. I think they want to ban online sales of gun parts.
Because usually how they create it. I mean, I wish the regulator was here because he's the one that showed me about AR and how he built it. But
I don't know what you're talking
they
about.
usually buy it's registered, bro. they usually buy like the stock and then you build it up. You know what I mean? So I know people who've done that too. Like My mom's boyfriend does the same thing. He usually buys a stock and just builds it up because you
Mhm.
can't purchase an assault rifle, but you can purchase
The
all the little
pieces
things to
and
build
build
one.
it yourself.
Yeah, so it's
Exactly.
just like
Yeah, and
Ways
I
around
don't know
Yeah.
nobody who did it.
yeah, and to people
I don't know
who
who he just named.
yeah, to people
Yeah.
who like argue the they should because those are ghost guns. People who argue they should be what's the word, registered,
Mhm.
right? It makes sense, but when you look at it from a federal standpoint, it's not there's no federal gun registry, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really make sense in that sense. Under the state, sure, but federally, you can take it across borders. No one's going to care.
so. Still talking about guns. Is an AR an overkill? Like are assault rifles overkills? Like are they really? Do citizens really need them? Like do citizens really need an assault rifle? If there's shotguns, there's handguns,
Do
rifles out there.
Do police officers have assault rifles?
They do.
Then citizens should be allowed to
Well, I'm just saying, like, okay,
bear
got you.
arms.
I understand. So, don't you think, in general, I'm just saying, is an AR an overkill
Is
of a
that
weapon?
an overkill?
Because I feel like ARs are supposed to be used for like war. You know what I mean? Like, you said, like police officers should not be able to have that.
Yeah, they should
You
not.
know, but they.
It's sad that they do.
Yeah. So, to that, I
The
mean,
fact that there's one side, there's another.
Yeah.
so I was gonna say, there's obviously military weapons like
Mhm.
automatic burst,
Yeah.
military grade weaponry, right? That have these functions of like going fully automatic. Then there's the civilian version, which is everything legally, everything semi, right?
Yeah, but
Whether-
there's ways around that.
I mean, yeah, there are ways around it, but they're trying to ban like bump stocks and stuff.
Yeah.
But if realistically, if you're using a bump stock, you're inaccurate as shit.
Yeah.
You're not gonna hit a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
But
Just spray, baby. Hit the block.
But,
One hits,
but-
right?
like it's tricky because rifles are semi-automatic. It's a bigger bullet cartridge. Yeah, it can do more destruction on a per like
Yeah.
they can do more destruction. But a gun's a gun. It can do the same job as a 9. It might not be able to go through like buildings and stuff,
Yeah.
but gun's a gun. If
But I
I'm
mean,
gonna shoot
just
you,
saying, like, an assault rifle is like.
Is
It's
it
shooting.
over-
It's shooting faster than what a handgun would shoot because a handgun you have to as fast as you pull the trigger.
yeah.
You know.
Well, like I said, machine guns are banned. Assault rifles are.
I mean, yeah,
It's
they're
same thing.
semi-auto too, but come on, there's ways around.
Hey man, the guns was put in these communities
Yeah.
by the CIA
That's crack.
and the government.
That was crack.
So with the guns too. The guns just was as well. Was put in these rural communities and these urban communities.
Yeah.
All these communities to kill them off. So it's like, hey man, that's where the assault rifles came from. Because niggas only had the 6-shooter, the pea shooters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like
I read something. I didn't
this
get.
gun control laws is only stem from what they gave us.
I read something. I didn't get too much into it because I was just doing a general search. But there were some laws that specifically restricted guns in interstate cities.
Really?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So
There's
an
a
issue with
stat that I read, and there's more guns in America than there are citizens.
Shit. Of course.
I'm sure
This
there's
shit
more
just
cars,
made
too.
like
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, just for the whole gun control, that's what some, like, for example, how Biden's trying to pass this
Mhm.
gun control. That's one of his arguments. It's like, we shouldn't have more guns than people.
That's an
you know.
unnecessary stat.
Yeah.
It's like saying
I feel that.
there's way more toothbrushes than there are in America than there
And
is
teeth?
than there is fucking Americans. Like, of course,
Yeah.
because you could make them. That's how everything is in
That's-
America.
they-
They
should
make them
there-
on abundance.
Should there be a limit on how many guns one citizen owns or one person owns?
I
Should there be a limit on how many socks a citizen owns?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah, but
necessarily
socks don't
think
really
so.
like.
Sneakers?
Yeah.
But socks and I'm just being devil's advocate. Socks and sneakers are necessity.
Because I like the way you say cars. Because cars do just as much damage to the environment as it does to humans, as guns.
I mean,
do.
they can kill
You know
people
what I'm
too.
saying? It's fucking up the ozone layer.
Yeah, yeah.
As in the future wise. You know what I'm saying? And how many Americans or humans on the earth have how many cars to one person? You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah.
you're going to regulate something, nigga, think about other shit as well. You regulate cars and shit that's fucking up the ozone layer and the oxygen. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
Yeah.
that's a common thing for like a household that it's like usually more cars than there are people in the house. That's for my family.
Yeah.
That's for
For sure.
a lot of people in my family.
That's what I'm saying. That if you're gonna say that for guns, how many guns
But I mean,
there is per
the
person?
difference between a car in this society is a kind of necessity.
Mm-hmm.
Guns are really not a necessity. Really, it's just
Shit,
for.
where you live at.
But exactly what I'm saying. But I guess it
Somebody in
varies.
Chicago will probably be totally different.
It varies from different, state to state, different societies in
Shit,
America.
travel 30 minutes. Go to Oakland. They probably say totally different. So,
Yeah, but
okay.
I'm just saying, like, a car is a necessity. Gun cannot be a necessity. It's like, come on, like,
A car
do you
cannot be a
really
necessity.
need? Do you really need
the
a
regulator is not here to give us the stats, but how many deaths per year come from car accidents than it comes from fucking gun accidents?
We're talking about
I don't know.
pistol. We're talking about gun, right?
Gun.
No matter who's wielding it, right? It could be officers, it could be
Gun,
citizens, it could
gun,
be. All right,
car. We
you
don't
guys
have
keep
the
talking,
regulator
and
here.
I'm gonna Google this.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
because that'll be a good stat.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. But okay. Oh, I was gonna say just for argument's sake, let's say what are the benefits of restricting how many guns one can own?
What are the restrictions? Okay, well, talk to the. I'm
I don't know. What would be the benefits? Less deaths or less accidental deaths. I mean,
I
don't know. I'm just throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I honestly don't know.
That's their goal. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Less deaths because
Yeah, because I feel like if you're no matter how many guns you have, if you're a responsible gun owner, you're gonna have them locked up. You're gonna have I forget like locks
yeah,
on the trigger,
locks.
right? Trigger locks. And someone who's irresponsible leave guns around loaded. Someone can have an accident that way. So
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me to say you can't have X amount of guns.
It's like guns don't kill people. Stupid people with guns kill
Yeah.
people.
Because a stupid person can kill someone regardless if they have a gun or not.
Or if
at
they
least
have
try
like
to.
a mission, they have a vendetta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah, they can catch you outside of work and just ram you with their car or something.
how many people die of fucking eating fucking glizzies, choking on hot dogs and shit? I'm pretty sure that death rate is higher than somebody
Yeah.
killing somebody with a gun in America.
Glizzy's not that.
I don't know
I
about that.
don't know. Don't flag us, YouTube. Putting out false information. I'm sorry.
just for we don't know what we're talking
No,
about.
no,
These are our opinions.
Yeah, disclaimer.
Yeah, because I mean, you can.
If you really think that we're giving you the fucking news,
Yeah,
you
'cause-
gotta be out your fucking mind.
Because I mean, when it comes down to it, you can do. There can be shootings with just one gun, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
regardless if they have 15 more back at the house. If they brought one, and they go, "Oh, he's got 15 more at the house," like, but he brought one,
Yeah, it's not like
It
came
only
with the
takes
whole,
one.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It only takes one bullet to kill somebody. So
Yeah. so it doesn't really make
if you take
too much sense to me.
you leave them with one gun, if you leave them with 5 guns, it's still a danger of somebody dying. So I think they should just be more vigorous with the registration process of getting a gun or the applying process of getting a license. You know what I'm saying? They should be having more of a process with that instead of just trying to ban stuff. You know what I mean? The responsibility isn't on the American citizens. It's on them to, to rectify who's getting these guns. You know what I'm saying?
All right, here we go. I got some numbers.
All right.
Come here with
So-
the stats.
About in 2020, 19,000 people killed
Mhm.
due to guns,
Due
and then
to-
guns injuries is about 40,000.
Alright.
Car deaths are 39,000.
Mm.
That's
That's
a
probably
lot more than
that's
guns.
probably like what, 2,000 more?
No, bro, that's like
20,000 more?
That's like 20,000,
Alright, my
10,000
fault.
more.
But out of
10,000.
those gun deaths, how many of those were like
I
for protection?
I don't know that
'Cause that-
that stat. I don't know.
Say
And that's
injuries
why.
by injuries?
That's what I'm saying. I'm just talking in general about
Yeah.
gun casualties.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Gun deaths per year. What was the number?
it's per year 19,000.
Yeah.
about
19,000. What
And
was the
39,000.
Yeah, and
39,000?
the gun deaths are
Damn.
probably lower
So-
because there are people protecting
So
themselves.
hold on. So we should definitely. That goes to my point. We should definitely
Ban cars.
ban cars. Like we should definitely take the cars away because guns is not really that harmful.
So
To
okay,
it's,
you guys are talking about gun control, like having locks and stuff. Just say you guys have a kid. Gate goes up. It's like 10 or 11, right? Sees you with your locks. He knows where your guns are at. You know. And what if one day he just picks it up?
shoots himself.
Yeah. But I mean,
Family, this
there-
shit like that.
In
you
all
know.
reality, whose fault is that? That's not the government's fault. It's not the person who sold you the gun's fault.
It's the
not
person who owns the
trained
gun?
you. It's you because you was being careless by letting your kid see how you move with the gun.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The
So-
kid's not supposed to be
But-
in your vicinity, knowing where it's at.
So A, it goes like this: A is the gun. B is the deaths due to the kid. Right? If you get rid of A, B will never happen.
I mean,
No,
but you
people
can
gotta
also be
take
more
responsibility
responsible.
for their actions.
Yeah. Say like if you have a gun safe, right? So there's a gun lock on a gun that's in a gun safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take that key for the gun safe, you put it in a lockbox, and there should be a key for that lockbox that you only have and you only know where it's at.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Emergency happens.
Yeah.
Somebody's breaking your door. You know, bust down your door. You know, you sleep. You knocked in. You knocked out. They're already in your house. You know what I'm saying?
God, I gotta get my 5 keys.
God damn, I gotta get a key to get to the key to get to the goddamn lockbox
Yeah.
to get the gun.
That's-
and the gun is the magazine to the gun is somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
That's
'Cause
why-
then I gotta load that and
Yeah.
click it
That's
back.
what
They-
I'm saying with you guys. That's an argument that's kind of like, it's kind of hard because who really keeps, if it's for protection, who really keeps your gun in a safe?
But
If you know, usually you have a shotgun or
There-
a gun and it's right next
I
to
have
you.
I have a
You get it.
response to that.
go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Because I want to get right back to the point of people got to be held responsible for what they do.
Mhm.
It's probably not the child that fault that they shot themselves because they're doing what
Or-
the child is doing. Because child get into things. That's why you got to watch them when they're around cleaning supplies.
Yeah.
So it's like the same thing. You can't let them know how you get into the fucking cabinet,
Mhm.
into the key, around the lock, the trigger lock. You can't do that stuff around a kid. When they get old enough, yeah. But that young, leaving them around it, letting them know where these locks and keys and triggers and how you get around it, that's careless. People got to be held responsible
Accountable.
for their actions.
All right.
And to that, like
It ain't the government.
yeah, to that intruder, they do have quick access safes that you can like put on like under your bed or like under your mattress or something that are just like it's 5 buttons and you can one for each finger and you can put in a certain like finger code. You know, you push specific buttons in an order and it unlocks it.
Stevie Wonder shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm using a gun for safety, I am not putting it in a safe. It's right next to me, near my bed, or in my drawer.
I don't
That's
know
being
what you're
completely
talking about. I'm just saying, allegedly, if I had a gun, or like, I'm just saying, if there was one in my vicinity, it wouldn't leave under my pillow because it's like
Yeah.
doors could get picked, locks could get, just kicked open, so you don't never know what's gonna happen. So it's like,
Yeah.
be safe out here.
I guess it comes down to the owner of the gun. At the end of the day,
They should be held responsible.
Yeah.
yeah,
If
and they
it's-
should just keep it safe and
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Even if it's legally purchased or illegally
yeah.
purchased.
Switching subjects a little bit. There's I think Texas is voting on. I could be wrong, but I could be completely wrong. But I saw something that said Texas is either voting on or thinking about removing the permit for open carries.
Mm.
So I guess if you're a citizen of Texas, you can walk around with a gun freely.
They were removing the permit
Yeah.
of open carry, so
So you don't need a permit.
You don't need a permit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
yeah.
Touche.
Texas Senate
Don't mess
begins
with Texas.
Texas Senate
Unless
begins
you the
work
weather.
on constitutional carry gun bill. Yeah. Shit, dude. In Texas, you can go to a bar and fucking everybody in the bar has a gun.
Shit, don't mess with Texas.
We
Unless
can't.
you're
We
like a
can't even open
snowstorm or
carry in
thunderstorm.
California.
No,
I feel like there's less chance of people popping out.
Yeah. If
If
everybody's
all
strapped.
had a pistol that's not concealed and they're
Mhm.
showing, it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say something like, yeah, you got a problem? I do got a problem.
Yeah.
we both
And
got
we
problems.
did-
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
And that's the Wild West. That's Texas for you.
Yeah, but I'm sure there's laws like saying you have to be in like immediate danger for your life or something. I'm sure.
Conspiracy
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
What if this is their way of allowing people to kill themselves? You know what I'm saying? Gotta get the people.
Well,
off
like
the
you said,
earth.
the
I'm
CIA.
always gonna be like on some Thanos shit because they just hit with coronavirus, and it was like, you know what? The coronavirus didn't hit Texas hard enough. We need to let these niggas kill themselves a little bit more. So let them niggas walk around with guns by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And the dumb ones gonna kill themselves off because now they got guns. They could just walk around. Boom, boom.
So okay, I like that conspiracy.
You just slice a whole like
Yeah.
10% off the earth right there.
Then
But-
we'll see it in the stats.
But what I was gonna tell you guys is this law that Joe Biden's trying to pass, it's stupid.
We did it, Joe.
You guys think I mean, like, it's dumb because I just think, okay, you make a law, people are still gonna find a way around it. It's like everything in America.
Joe Biden's just passing everything that was like
Supported by the Democrats or liberals.
yeah, or like everything that was like popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah. But I don't know. In total, I was for the gun parts, the registry, until I found out there wasn't a federal registry. It's like that really doesn't make too much sense.
because I can
but
just hop overstay
yeah.
and get a gun.
yeah, I think
I'm going
At
to
least-
Nevada.
yeah, at least from what I know, a lot of it is unnecessary.
Mhm.
I think that, or at least from what I know, a lot of states do require background check, especially California.
Mhm.
There is a background check in California, right? So
What about?
I might
like,
have been.
What about mental, like
Yeah.
health?
Like mental health tests.
Yeah, mental
like
health
psychological
tests,
tests.
psychological
That's a
tests.
good thing
Yeah,
to bring
that
up.
type of
And
shit.
that does get a lot more complicated because the mental health is like, is there a screening, or do they go off your medical record, or do they go off? What do
They
they
should
do?
have like their own type of screening by state. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're gonna do state laws, federal laws, they should get it to state screening, federal screening, shit like that.
Mm.
They do that for like driving.
So, one of the hardest countries to own a gun is in Japan.
Mm.
They have to go through like rigorous tests, multiple tests in order to actually just like get a shotgun. Because I think in like California, if you buy a rifle or shotgun, it's like really easy. Like
Mm-hmm.
versus if you're trying to buy like a handgun, that's where you have to actually do the test and stuff like that.
But then there comes my bad.
no, keep
But
going.
then there comes to the comparison. It's like, yeah, you have to go through all this rigorous testing for the normal American citizen. But if you're a criminal, you know how to get a gun.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So why are you stacking the odds against the normal citizen just to get the right to bear arms? So that comes into that play.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it wouldn't be fair. It's just not fair to put laws on shit. But there has to be a way.
Yeah, I feel it, and that's why it's tricky.
Yeah,
But-
I'm down with you.
But
bro.
for Joe Biden passing these laws, I don't think it's the right thing to do. I think there are better options,
Mhm.
but I don't think it's like the best thing to do.
So check this out, Japan. If Japanese people want to own a gun, they must attend an all-day class, pass a written test, and achieve at least a 95% accuracy during a shooting range test.
Sounds like
Then-
the driver's test.
Then they have it pass a mental health evaluation, which takes place at a hospital, and pass a background check, in which the government digs into your criminal record and interviews friends and family.
Ooh.
And they can only buy shotguns and air rifles, no handguns. And every 3 years, they must retake the class initial exam.
Damn.
And they said that Japan has completely almost eliminated all gun deaths.
Yeah, because it's
Bro, at that point, it's like, I don't want a gun. I'm going through all these hoops,
Yeah,
I'm
So-
going through all them hoops. I'm making sure I pop a nigga every year.
Jesus
But-
okay.
I got all this tests just to have a gun. Why do I have a gun? I
But-
gotta shoot somebody.
I don't think.
Well,
I don't even think
I'm
America
just
has
fucking
like
around.
that rigorously like try an all day class. Americans
Yeah.
like fuck an all day class.
They don't
This is
ask no
America.
questions to their families or
Yeah.
nothing.
yeah.
I think that's smart though. Maybe we should take something from the Japan people
I
and
think
just
you're right about that.
yeah, that's
I
something
agree
that
with
Yeah.
that we should adopt. I don't know why we don't
Like,
adopt shit from
yeah.
other
I
countries.
think Devin was right in saying it should be something similar to a driver's license. You have to pass a test to see that you're competent with using a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you're able to get it. If you don't pass, then try again until
Exactly.
you get it right.
Until-
They do
yeah.
go through like health, not like really health, but like vision tests
Mhm.
when you're there. They make sure you're able to drive a car. They put you behind the driver's seat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I think the psychological test would be hella helpful because then I think that will kind of filter out the people who are like buying guns legally but are fucking insane and then doing these mass shootings.
But
Then
are
you
you
gotta
okay
get
with
to-
the government going into your
My-
background and stuff, like
I-
interviewing your family and whatnot?
Yeah, if I want to buy a gun, then yeah, fuck it.
Oh.
I'm down with it. I mean, my family ain't gonna say shit.
Mhm.
And even would you be okay with them going into your like personal medical stuff, or having like say if the doctors see something they have to report it?
I don't mind. I mean, shit. For right now, like even for like what I do for work, bro, like I had to get past a background test, and that's not only is a background test criminally, it's a financial background test. So they like in order for the field I'm working in, I have to check like I have to pass a credit check.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta have a certain credit limit. I can't have any like fraud or anything like that on. So it's like they do tests like that. That's like when HR like contacts you, it's like it's like a whole background.
Mhm.
Right.
It's not just criminal.
But I think families should think smart. Like everybody in their family should have like this golden child perspective of a kid to, you know, go through that, get the gun license, get the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be that child in the home, you know, be that person in the home.
And
So,
then
you know, right to bear arms. Then you could, you know, delegate shit. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody is going to be at the mental capacity of getting the gun. You know what I'm saying? So everybody should just be, you know,
It's like
strategically planning out.
it's like because I've been trying to figure out cars because I've been working on my car. I don't say piece of shit, but I love that car. It's like if you were to ask someone who doesn't know how to drive cars, drives a Tesla, and just like has it easy, like, are you going to ask them for advice about
No.
stuff?
Not at all.
Would you ask someone who doesn't know anything about guns advice on guns? No.
No, you wouldn't.
No. It's more
Shit.
education, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. More education.
More education, background check, psychological test. Boom.
Mhm.
Half that just solved the gun crisis. Gun control crisis.
Biden,
You seen
holla at
that?
us.
Biden, we're available, bro. You
Bro,
can just
holla
talk
at
to
us.
us.
We got you.
We'll talk to all them
I'd
senators
like some
and shit.
royalties, please.
Definitely. All right, that wraps up episode 38 of Half That. Y'all let us know what y'all think of gun control. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Comment below.
Yeah.